Hey YouTube! Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since I last did a video. The last video I did was of the day I actually got my belly button pierced. This video, I decided to help those along who are going to get theirs pierced. I'm going to show you, because I looked it up and there are not many people who actually show how to actually do a belly button ring because no one likes to really do it. But I'm actually going to show you how to clean the belly button ring as I'm doing it. Because like my belly button ring, I've been cleaning it for twice a day for 2 weeks. Let me tell one more. Oh, no wonder. It's dark here. Sorry. I've been doing it for twice a day for 2 weeks now, and it has not got infected. It's perfectly fine, as you can see. It's nice and pretty. And I'm going to show you guys the, at least 2 of the 3 ways you can do it. I'll show you how to do the third, but I'm not going to actually do the third because the third one takes a while, and I am way too lazy to do that right now. But I'll show you exactly how I do it, and that way you can learn. Alright, so let's get started, and I hope you guys find this video helpful for those who have just gotten a belly button piercing or are thinking about getting one. Alright, okay, to get started, yeah, my camera's a little off, sorry guys, but my camera hates me today for some damn reason. Let me try to fix it. There we go. Anyway, okay, to start off, as they always say, wash your hands, and that's what you do first. So, this is going to be a little off camera because I am putting my game water going, so, yeah. 1 second. You want to make sure it's warm water that you wash your hands with. Now I know some people just like, oh wait, cold water just works. No, it has to be warm water so your hands get nice and clean. And I am using, this is as much soap as I use. I am using my dowel, so, yeah. Wash your hands with the dowel soap. See, I'm washing mine all up. Get nice and soapy so that they get nice and clean. Then you rinse them. Okay. After that, you can find a clean towel and dry your hands off. Yeah, my room's dirty. Okay. As you see, my belly button ring is nice and pretty. Because I am wearing shorts for doing this, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm actually going to get 4 Q-tips out. Yeah. See? 4 simple Q-tips. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to wet one end of this one with warm water. Warm water. Then I'm going to pop this up. I'm actually pushing it up. I don't know how well you can see that, but I am pushing it up and getting it watered down and getting it wet. Normally what you do, you would take your hand, since I am wearing shorts because I don't want to get my shorts wet or whatever. So normally what you would do is that you would take a cup, you would cup your hand like this and get the warm water in there and get this all nice and wet and clean. But this one I am just doing this because, yeah. You're going to get nice and wet. You go. Then you push it down and you do it this way. See, I'm actually pushing it down, exposing the ring, and then I'm moving it up again. And now I'm going to take another Q-tip, and this time I'm going to put a little soap and water on this one. I'm going to put like soap and water, so I'm going to get wet. I'm going to put a little of the dowel, like, there we go. Tiny, tiny bit of the dowel soap on there. There we go. It's like you don't even need that much. Normally I'd be doing this with your fingers, but I'm doing it with a Q-tip. Then you push it up again, and you get some water on there. You clean all around it. You clean all around the ball. You push it down in there. You clean up again. Around the bottom one, you clean all around the ball, around the whole wound. Then you want to get the other side wet and rinse it off. Oops. My phone's going off in the background, sorry. Then you want to get the soap water again. And rinse it all off like this. Of course, again, like I said, you'd normally be cupping your hand with the water and putting it all over and rubbing it and all that stuff. But, yeah. Like I said, I'm being lazy today. My friend would probably be killing me because I am being lazy, but, yeah. And you make sure you get it nice and rinsed off because you don't want to leave any of that soap in there. You don't want to leave any soap or anything like that in there because it can irritate it and yeah, you'd be screwed. And you just rinse it like that. And then if you want to take a Q-tip, you can just dry it all off. And that's how you do it most with soap. Like I said, I did it a little differently. Most of the time, what you'd be doing really is that you would be cupping the water, rubbing it all over, pushing up, getting the water nice, getting it nice in there, get it nice and wet, and get it all nice and clean. I did this way, like I said, because again, I am wearing shorts, and they would get soaked, because that's what happens. Alright, that's all for step number 1. I'm going to record and do step number 2, or option number 2, really, in like 1 minute. Alright, this is option number 2, if you want to do it this way. This is actually an option over the saltwater soak that you can do on your belly button ring. Or you can still do both, and some people recommend both, or if you just like, if you're just can't do the soak, say you forgot your salt at home or something like that and you're on vacation or something and you forgot it, this is another option number 2 that you can do. Get multi-purpose saline solution. It's pretty much just salt water. That's all it is. And you soak one end of the Q-tip. And then you do what you do last time. You push it up and rub the solution all around it. And then you take the dry end and you get it with warm water and you rinse it off. Get rid of all the saline solution that you just put on there. Again, like I said, make sure your hands are clean. And you just do that. Because if you don't rinse off the saline solution, it will get irritated and it will get like all icky and disturbed and yeah. And you just like rinse like that. And clean all around your belly button again. Just like you did with the same way as you did with the antibacterial soap. And that's how you do it with saline solution pretty much. The same exact kind of thing. And yeah. That's it for the saline solution method. Alright. And again, this one is this is the most common one. The most common one is to do it this way. You I happen to have like a little mini shot glass because I do shots a lot, ironically. Ha ha ha. Alright, what you would do is get the hot water as hot as you can. It is better to use boiling water, like you boil the water and then you let it cool off a little bit before you put it in here. But you can use just regular hot water. Like, get as hot as you can possibly stand it against your skin. And you put about that much water in it. Maybe a bit, like pour a little bit less. But yeah, this much water. And then you take your sea salt. Make sure it's this sea salt. It's sea salt. Sea salt is the best one. Like you don't want to use the other salt because the other salt is actually worse for your belly button ring and for the healing process than sea salt. Sea salt is your best option to use. And you just like pour a little salt. Oops. Pour a little salt in there. I don't know how well you could see that in there, but yeah. And again, make sure your hands are clean because you're going to need to be doing this. You mix it all up in there. Mix it nice and up. Make sure like get all the salts dissolved in the bottom. Just make sure it's all mixed right. And then you let it settle till it's clear again like that. And then you bend over like this, and you get right on there, and then you want to lay back. You just want to lay down or go do something else and let this thing soak all over your belly button. And then when it's done, 10 minutes, you bend back over, pull it off, bend back over, pull off, wet. And pour out the cup, rinse it out, so that way it's ready to use on your next one. And then you take a Q-tip, or you just cup your hand and put water, cup your hand again, put water over it, rinse it. Or you can take a Q-tip like I do, and do it again. Get all the salt water off, get the salt particles off. And yeah. And you just clean like that, and then dry it. And you dry it. And that is how you clean the three ways you can clean your belly button.